Hey everybody, this is Melina from ScrapbookingWithMe.com and Me Crafty Scrapper here on YouTube and Instagram and over on Facebook at Me Crafty Scrapper Creates. And I have the February E-Club kit, and it's got a lot of craft consortium stuff in it. And this is, I think, the very first month we have been able to include an entire 40 sheet craft consortium paper pad. So you get a lot of paper in this kit, and look at them. They're beautiful. This is a beautiful, beautiful collection. I loved it from the first moment I laid eyes on it. We've got some trim, we've got some cardstock or chipboard ephemera, we've got some liquid pearls, everything that I have in my kit. Oh, enamel dots. I didn't have any enamel dots left over from the kits being made, but I have plenty of enamel dots I can use in my creation we're going to do today. Got some decoupage paper. This was new. This is a little Sizzix envelope, and when I saw them I thought this would be a great fun new thing to give to our subscribers in their kits. And it can hold like your tiny little die cuts or anything like that. These little pins that we sent with this kit, you could put those down in that. We've got some charms in here. But this is just a neat little storage tool right here, I thought anyways. Or if you've got some little tiny dies for your die cutting machine, you could fit them in there. I'm sure that is what it's actually meant for, but anyway, when I saw them I thought that's a little extra something I want to include in this kit for everybody. So of course we've got our cardstock like we do each month. And let's get started. I'm thinking, I've done a journal quite a few times in the past with the kit, and this month I want to do something a little bit different. And for anybody that loves an interactive project, you're going to love this. Now, my camera shows reds in a weird light. I don't know what that's all about. This is more of a Red Riding Hood kind of red, and it's coming up candy apple red on my computer or on the camera, and it's not, but just wanted to point that out. I'm going to cut these branding strips off of both pieces of cardstock, and I didn't hurt myself. I've just got to get to the nail salon. For anybody that might be wondering, I'm going to leave that close because I'm going to need it. So I think I want this to be my cover we're going to make. So I'm going to cut this down to 5 inches wide. Okay, and then I'm going to get my scoring tool. You'll need some type of scoring tool. You don't need actually one like this, but something that you can get an easy score in the middle of. So mine is 5 inches wide, and then it's 11 inches long. So I am going to score this at 5.5. And then, let's see, I want to have a little bit of a gusset at the top. So if you hadn't already done your 5.5 score, just do, I don't know why my stylus is not staying at 5 1/4, 5 1/4, and then 5 3/4. So now I have 3 lines. If you want to do as I say and not as I do, you can just have 2 lines. I'm okay with that though. It'll give the top ridge a little character. So then you're wanting to fold at your 5 1/4 and your 5 3/4 lines that you made there. Get my bone folder out. And get those really wiped down good. So then you've got this kind of gussety, kind of, you know what I'm talking about. Just like that. Okay. And then we're going to fit this sheet where it fits in here. So we are looking at needing it to be a little under 5.5. So I'm going to go 5 1/4, 5 1/4, 5 1/4, just like that. And then hold it up here just to make sure. Yep, that looks beautiful, and it will hold up well. Okay, and then I want to put it pretty much in the middle, and I want to do a score here and a score here so this folds in on itself. Okay, so I'll need it to be, let's try 2 3/4 and 7 3/4 and hope for the best. Okay, I'm going to fold over. It does not have to meet perfectly in the middle. I'm okay if it folds over itself. Ooh, I like that. Before I burnish anything down, let's make sure that it's going to fit inside of here. Oh my goodness, it's like perfect. It's perfection, y'all. Okay, and then I bring this down. Yay. Okay, I'm good. I'm good just like that. So now let's get that bone folder back. And I'm good with those score lines. Okay, so just going over this one more time. This is 5 inches wide. And now this is 5 inches wide. And I scored this, if anybody needs to take some notes, on the 5 1/4 and the 5 3/4 to make that nice little gusset there. Okay, and then this is 5 1/4 tall. Okay, and then I scored it at 2 3/4 and 7 3/4. And then it folds over on itself, okay? And I'm good that it's not in the center on both sides. I'm good with that. I don't care. If you care, then you need to cut off some on this side. That, I'm using the whole 11-inch length, and it gives me extra room to put something else on that side. I don't have to have it perfect. Okay, next off, I am going to go ahead and glue this down, the back side of this down onto this, because we're not going to be decorating this part. It's good, so we can go ahead and glue it. I'm going to get a piece of fabric, just scrap fabric. If you've got just plain solid fabric, go for it. You don't even have to do this part if you don't want to. So just a little piece about 2 inches wide. And I'm going to scrunch this and get one of my heart pins and go all the way through that, and then pull the fabric down some, and then figure out, I think I want to bend this over one more time and go through all your little scrunchy layers, just make sure, and then pull that down some more, pull that up some more, but making sure that the heart is seen on the front. So let's do it like this, and that's going to be a little element on my cover, I do believe. Just like that. I love it after I get through decorating. So there's what I'm doing with one of my heart pins. To cover the front of this, I'm going to use some paper from the paper pad that we got, and I'm just going to cut it down so that you can barely see a little bit of that cover still. I don't want to cut it all down. So let's see, I need to go a little bit shorter with that. Okay, yep, I love that. Okay, a little bit shorter. I'm not one that's gonna be measuring every little thing, y'all. So that's just not me. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay, start my little scrap pile right over there. And I will ink this. Let's go with walnut stain. A good dark stain. Oh, I had my crock pot going with a brand new crock pot recipe. Cube steak, and it's got some golden mushroom soup and French onion soup in it, like the canned stuff. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It's a new recipe, but it looked awfully good on the reel that I saw. Of course, everybody's watching reels nowadays to get their recipe fix. I still love my tried and true cookbooks, but I do watch a reel every once in a while. Okay, I'm going to glue that onto my cover, and we'll dress it up more later, but I just want to get all of my covers decorated up with some paper, and then we can add pockets and stuff throughout this nice little fold out folio. Okay, put that on and let it get good and adhered. We can turn it over and get the back covered. I changed out my fabric to something a little less contradicting to the pattern, and I want to try and use these little chipboard pieces on the front. I picked out a doily from my stash, and I want to add that on somewhere, and maybe this down in the corner, and my little sweet peas and sunflowers, and then the little bird kind of on the fabric a little bit. I like that, but I don't like this ragged edge of the doily. So we'll figure out a new way to put that on. It might need to go on the bottom. Okay, I'm going to put some fabric glue on the back of this. And then these die cuts have adhesive on the back, so they just need to be peeled off. And then I don't think for a cover they're as sticky as they need to be, so I'm going to put a little bit more liquid glue and just arrange them how I want them. Press them down, and then this one's going to be overlapping just a little bit on that one, so I'll probably have to add quite a bit more adhesive on one corner at least. So it's going to be kind of like that, so let's put a good bit right in that corner. Okay, and then the little bird, is that a wren? I think that might be a wren. I'm going to take the adhesive off the back of this one, and then I'm going to put a little bit of the fabric glue on the back of it, because it's going to be kind of overlapping onto this fabric glue. I have some extra down here. And then it's also going to be overlapping onto a couple of those other chipboard pieces. So, and I'm going to open this up while everything's drying on the front. And I'm going to cut off my excess of that doily. Okay, and then I'll go back and make sure that the doily is secured down, because we don't want it to tear or anything. And here is where I would put enamel dots, especially since it's a cover, so you can get away with some dimension on your cover. And this is where I would add a couple of enamel dots. Let's give it some of that, bring some of that red out into the other side of our cover, right in the middle there, and then maybe a tiny one up here somewhere, and then another tiny one down here in this little corner. Okay, I like that cover. You know, that's usually my starting point of whatever project I am working on, and I just have to get it decorated first before I go on to the rest of the stuff. So there is my cover, and then that is the back, and I'm just going to leave that as is because, you know, this will probably be laying down. Then open it up, and we'll put something here too. Let's go ahead and cut down some paper and put on that side. I mean, when you're looking at all of this paper, it is hard to choose. I want something that's got a little bit of red in it to go along with this, but ooh, I really like that dark. I don't know if I want to go dark or not. These are pretty cut aparts. Those would be very cute. Cut apart and put in here. Ooh, let's go with this one that's got the tomatoes on it. And we'll cut that down and put it on there. And then since this flap, you know, is upside down, if I did a pocket there, you're going to run the risk of it coming out the bottom. Run a risk. So I want to do a little envelope out of one of the papers. So just do a simple little fold up, fold down envelope here. And I have these little Velcro dots that I could close it with. So let's do that. Pick out a pretty pattern. Ooh, I could do that, and it goes really well with it, but it doesn't go with that. So let's see some of the, sometimes these paper collections will have a more subtle pattern on the back than the front. That's pretty, but that's also a back of it. So, but that is also a backside pattern. So I might not find anything like that, but I do like that. And I guess that's supposed to represent snow because this side has snow on it too. But I kind of really like that to put there, and then we could decorate the outside of it. So I need it about, this is going to be the inside of my envelope. This will be the outside of my envelope that I put here. I want to leave it as tall as it is. I just need to cut it about there, widthwise. Let's see how that looks. So we're looking at 4 1/4 wide. Okay. And I'm going to fold up, and then I'm going to fold that down and get my bone folder. And see how that looks. Okay, we're going to, let's see here, do a little notch in the top here. Yep, I like that. And then have that dolly peeking out from behind it. I want that to be in the center. So I'm going to go ahead and fold this over and trim off what I don't need with the dolly. I think I'm just going to go ahead and glue that on there just so it doesn't go anywhere, since I like the placement of it. And then all that'll get glued down too. Then I'm going to go ahead and ink. I'm going to round the corners of the top flap of my envelope, and then go ahead and glue down my dolly to the top of the envelope, and then glue all of that down to that top flap, and then glue this down. Then I'll create my closure with these Velcro dots, and I got those off of Amazon. They are listed in my Amazon storefront. So I got a fuzzy side and a prickly side. And I'm putting them together. Okay, and then I'm going to put this, actually going to put it right here at the very edge, so that way I know I'm going to catch all of that top flap and then press it down really good and hope that we don't have it into the thumb notch. Oh no, we're good. Look at there. That's good. Good job, Melina. So then we've got a pocket there, and it's secured down, so it's not going to go anywhere. The stuff that you put inside that pocket's not going to go anywhere. And we can decorate the outside of that. And since my red paper is so vivid, I want to get a more subtle look on the outside of it. And I still want to leave just a little bit of the red peeking out and showing, but I'm going to do it like this and figure out how far over. I'll just use another piece and kind of match it up on this. Figure out how far over I need to cut this piece. I'll decorate one flap and then decorate the other flap. Okay, now to match this flap up with that flap. And what I'm going to do is line up my pattern, trim that where I need to there, and then figure out on this flap here where I need to trim it. Make my little thumb notch. That's my favorite way of measuring. So now I know that the patterns are matching up there. That's where I need that one. And then just figure out where I need to cut this flap, and it's right there. Look at it. I love it. Then figure out where I need that one cut. Okay, I've got those covered, and we can decorate the outside of these, or we can put pockets on there. And then we need to cover up the inside. I believe I'm going to put a piece of this rickrack ribbon, trim, whatever, on the top of this envelope. I like that. I'm going to get my fabric glue, which I'm using the Fabrifix. I'm going to get that and put it down with. Okay, that is on there, and we will let that dry. Okay, I've got that covered here, and now I need to cover these flaps, and if you want to measure them, I just cut it down until it fits. Okay, I've got all of that covered, and then I'm going to use my Velcro dots again. Get a prickly side and a fuzzy side. And put them together, and then take it off. And then what I'm going to do is put it here, because I don't want it way in here so it goes, you know, too far in here, because I want to put a pocket there. So I'm going to put it on this one in the middle, or as close to middle as I can possibly find. And then fold it over and press down. Okay, so that holds that down and holds it together. It holds that envelope closed there. Then when you close this up, got a nice little, I need to ink right here. Nice little booklet or folio or whatever. And let's get a few things added inside here. Let's do a pocket on both sides, and then maybe a few little cascading pieces here that we could either write on or put pictures on or something like that. So pocket will be easy. Let's pick out just 2 coordinating papers to use on both sides of that. And say one thing about this folio, it is going to be very floral and very colorful. Alright, I want the pocket for this one to be about that tall and that wide, so I'm making myself a pencil mark to figure out where I need to end this. About there. And then I'll just cut it straight across for this one, and then we'll get the width for that one in a second. So let's go pencil mark on height. Okay, and I'm going to do the little notch and ink it, which this paper here, this pattern, is a little bit shimmery, so you're not going to see much of that. I like it. And let's see if this works out over here. I think I need just a smidge of a smidge off the edge, and I'm going to try my best just to barely cut that smidge off by hand. And I do believe I have accomplished that. Yay. Alright, and then a notch out of this one. Well, not with my corner rounder, I'm not. Then I'm just going to 3-side glue that on. We're going to let those dry. Before we put anything in them, I thought we might could add or make a few little tags to put in our pockets. Now this is 5 inches wide. I think I want to go down to about 4.5 for our little cascading pieces. So let's pick out a few, and I really want to go with I love that blue, kind of coordinate with that blue that's up there, and I like the length of that too. So we're just going to figure out how many pieces we can get going down through there and have them have their own little flip up. So 4.5, let's go ahead and do that. And then this is 4.5 by 4 1/8. And then I'm going to do 1/4 flap. So a little 1/4 flap fold over. Okay, so then you're looking at 4.5. You're looking at 4.5 wide by 3 3/4 tall. So you're cutting it 4 and then doing that little fold over. So we would glue down, and I'm going to use 1/8" score tape. We're going to tape down that little piece there, and then we fold up and we have that. So let's go down. Let's do about 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just do 4 of them. Y'all like my measuring there? Just dun, 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 dun. So let's do 4 pieces, 4 inches tall by 4.5 wide. Okay, and then I'm going to do the little 1/4 inch or 1/4 inch fold over on the top. So if you have directional paper that you're using, I need a smaller, there we go. Just make sure that you do your fold on the top of your directional paper. So there's 1, there's 2, and 3, and I've already done the 4th one. Then I'll figure out how I want them lined up, which one I want on top, and all that stuff. So let's fold over and really crease those down, just like that. And let's see, I think I would like it like this. Yeah, I think I like that. Now I need to, I think I'm going to round the corners of the bottoms of each one of them. Then I've got to ink each one of them, front and back. Alright, and then walnut stain, which on the darker ones you're not going to be able to see it much, but still going to do it. Then you're just going to line them all up about how you want them. Yep, that's cute. I like that. And I'm just going to get my 1/8" score tape and put a line on the flap on every one of them. Just go ahead and do it on every one of them. Don't take your adhesive back off if you're using score tape, if you're losing score tape. Okay, then I'm going to figure out where I want to place this very first one, so I can go ahead and take that backing off. And I'm just going to line it up. I might get in y'all's line of vision just for a second. But this very first one, when you're making a cascade, is the most important one because it needs to be straight. And if it's not, the rest are not going to be straight. Okay, that looks good to me. I'm going to get my bone folder, really crease down that flap. And then for my next one, just making sure of which one I want next. Yep, let's do it like that. And on the next one, go ahead and pop off your backing. This works lots better for me when I'm making a cascade, when I use score tape and not liquid glue, because I get that stuff everywhere. And then I'm just going to butt this flap up to the bottom of the other flap. And just line it up. Make sure you're straight before you press down everything. But just line this top part up with the bottom of that folded over flap from your previous one. Okay, and then really push that down. And then next one, kind of like you're going to interlock flooring, if you've ever laid flooring before. Okay, and then push that down really good. And last one, I say last one, we'll see how the length is as far as coming all the way down here. We might want to add another one, we'll see. Okay, that was the last one on there. Then bring them down, push them down. Okay, yeah, we've got enough room for another one, y'all. I like that, and I want a dark pattern so that that's not too washed out too. So let's do one more. Then when you're lining up that last one, you just want to make sure that you're even on the bottom here, and I am. So look at that. I got nice little cascades there. And the more you work these, the flatter they'll get. So we've got 5 little cascades. You can put some copy paper or coffee dyed or tea stain papers on these so you can have journaling space. You could make little side tucks and put gift cards in there, or you could put small little, it could be a little brag book, and you could put pictures on there. You can put coffee dyed paper there and have a hidden journal spot. Lots of decorating could be done on these. I love that little radish die cut. I'm going to put that there. The backs of these can be a little bit time consuming trying to get the backs off, but not too bad. I'm going to do a little bit of ink into that, and I am also going to put some more glue adhesive on the back of it just to make sure that it sticks, because that is glossy paper. And just put it off to the edge of where I've got the butterfly up there. You could get some of that decoupage paper, beautiful decoupage paper. I didn't use any of it yet, but believe me, I'm going to. It's so thin, it's a nice paper to collage with, that's for sure. I think I'm going to open up my envelope here and put the rest of my die cuts in there from this little bag. Maybe they'll all fit. I used some. Get the rest of those out of there so I can throw this packaging away. It is a little bulky. I've got quite a few left. Let's see if we can use up a couple of these. Look at that carrot. How cute. I love that carrot. Too big for my pockets there. But I do love the wren there. I know I've got it on the front. Oh, look. A little shovel there. Cute, cute, cute. Let's do that. And then we can make some little tags to go in our pockets. Cute little shovel. And then bird. I think I might put the little carrot, because that's just cute right there. If I can pick it up, put the carrot back here somewhere, and he will be hidden until you flip through the cascade. Let's do a different bird than what we've got on the front cover there. Oh, that's cute. Very cute. And put the carrot back here. Okay. That got that envelope closed up. Look at that, how cute. Yes, yes. Okay, and then let's make some tags. I'm going to do one for this tag, or this pocket, that is about 2.5, maybe a little bit wider, 2.5 wide. And then this one is going to get one that's like 2, yeah, let's just do 2 inches wide. So 2 inches wide on one side and 2.5 on the other. Go ahead and close this up. That's so cute. I think it's so cute. Open that up. We still need a little something there. And I want to do, I know what I want to do. I don't want to put more bulk on that. So let's do a couple of these little cutouts. And I would love to do one of these as my tag on the inside too. I love the nest, so I definitely want that one. And maybe the, yeah, let's do the nest and the water pot. So I'll have to get out another piece to do a tag because I'm cutting 2 sides out of this one. We have that one on that side. We could even leave the top of it open for a little tuck if we wanted to. I like it just like that. So let's get those glued on. Okay, and I'm just rounding the top corners of those and putting them down in there. Oh, I like that. Let's ink those too. And we can always cover the backs with some coffee dyed paper or something because the designs are not going to line up. Since it had that type of back design. And just make sure that you make your tag slim enough so that you still have access to all of your Velcro dot. If you're using Velcro dots in yours. I love this flip out cascading folio. And I just have some sari silk from my stash that I'm just wrapping around it. For now, it doesn't have to be what the closure is. You could always put another Velcro dot in there if you wanted to close it up that way, but I figured I would do something like that. Cute. This could totally go in snail mail. If you wanted to do gift cards on that cascading part, too cute. I will have you some still shots, but here, let's flip through it. So open up my sari silk. I've got my cover there. Let me pull that fuzzy away and open it up, and you've got your envelope here with a pocket for whatever you would like in there. And then you've got your fold out there with tag and those pockets. And then you've got your nice little cascades here that you could do all kinds of decorating on. I like this project, y'all. It came out cuter than I envisioned, and I did not watch anybody else to get this idea. This just popped in my head as I was staring at the E-Club kit. So I really like how that come out. I think I might tie the bow over this way since we're so busy over here. Tie the bow on the side like that. Yeah, I like that. Anyway, that's what I come up with the E-Club kit. I would love to see what you make with our E-Club kits every month. So if you do something with those, if you're a subscriber, give me a shout out in the comments and let me know. And if you've made a project, let me know where you post it at, because I would love to leave you some love. We have a very, very exciting announcement. We have added to our design team. I'm the design team pretty much, Mom and I, for scrapbookingwithme.com, but we wanted to add on another talented YouTuber and paper crafter to our team, and that is Kara Brandon from Kara Brandon Designs on YouTube. I'm so excited. She has the cutest, the best creations on her YouTube channel, and she has beautiful digitals in her shop too. So we are adding to the Scrapbooking with Me family, and we're so excited to have Kara along for the ride and a part of the family. Be sure I will have her linked in my description box below and in a pinned comment. She is also working with the February E-Club kit and will be posting today. So I think this is February the 20th when I schedule this. We're out of town right now, but I'm scheduling this video ahead of time. And anyways, February 20th, that is our announcement for design team, and Kara Brandon is joining our design team. We are so, so happy. Thank you, Kara, for applying, and thank you so much for agreeing to be on our design team. We look forward to a year of beautiful creations. Y'all make sure to go over, check out her channel. I'll be able to talk in a second. Check out her channel, subscribe there, and watch her videos. Thanks so much, y'all, for watching. I hope that you have enjoyed my little project with the February E-Club kit. If you are interested in becoming a subscriber to the E-Club kits, I will leave that information in the description box below also. And we usually have a few little kits left over, but sometimes they all get wiped out really, really quickly. And of course, subscribers get the first ones mailed out. Y'all have a great day. God bless. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, y'all.